Hey everyone, welcome to 2SecondsWatch YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about 5 reasons you should pick this Grand Seiko, the SBGT series, over the Rolex Explorer. So the first thing I want to talk about is this awesome, beautiful dial. As you can see here, Grand Seikos are very well known for the dials. The dial here, it's a very fantastic black dial. Well, it's not matte black. It's a little bit on the glossy side, but you know, it's something very simple, just like the Rolex Explorer, but executed to a level of perfection. It's got almost a bit of that lacquer kind of feel. I don't know if you can see it through the videos. It's very obvious that the black dial is really mesmerizing. Now, these kind of dials at this price range, you don't really get them for what you pay for the Grand Seiko. And the dial is just absolutely amazing. Of course, Grand Seiko has many other watches with fantastic dials, but sometimes even the very simple black dials is hard to make very well. And it's absolutely flawless in this situation. The way it reflects light, the way it looks like in the daytime, as well as in low light as well. Looks fantastic. It's a bit of a deep gloss, lacquered kind of dial, as you can see over here. So the second reason you should pick this over the Rolex Explorer is the Zaratsu finishing. Just look at the sensational polish. Of course, this is a daily beater of mine, and I've been wearing it for many conditions. Everything I do, I wear this watch. I do not baby this, but you can see that even in the dial, where the indices are, the hands, the minute, the hours, everything has Zaratsu polishing. Now, what's so special about the Zaratsu polishing? It's a kind of black polish that really reflects the light in an amazing way. You can already see bits and pieces of it here as it reflects the light and how it really catches the light. The legibility, of course, is fantastic in daylight, but even in very dim lighting, you'll be very surprised. You can actually see this and see the time and tell pretty well. And of course, Zaratsu finishing is hand polished. It's a form of hand polished, and you don't get that versus the Rolex Explorer, which is probably machine polished, where you get an artisan here with the Grand Seiko that is a master artisan actually. It's not done by machines, it's done by a craftsman, and really is like an art. Of course, the outer here, you can see the Zaratsu polishing is starting to have scratches and everything, but it still looks fantastic. And if you look into the dial, which most of the time when you tell time, you look at the dial, you can see this Zaratsu polishing, and you will absolutely love it. It's something that you have to really see in real life, and it's not easy to capture in photos and videos. I recommend if you have a Grand Seiko boutique or a Grand Seiko watch that you can have a look at in person, you need to go and check it out to really admire and see the amazing Zaratsu polishing. So let's go to the third reason you pick this over the Rolex Explorer. So people pick a Rolex Explorer because they want the kind of simplicity that the Rolex Explorer gives. Something under the radar, something that you can just put on, not worry about it too much. It's black, the size is just perfect, it's not overpowering, it's not one of those dive watches. And this is where the 9F83 movement, or this quartz movement, believe it or not, it's so much better as a go anywhere, do anything watch. And if you're going to put this on, take it off, if you have more than 3 watches in the collection, for example, some mechanicals, some automatics, some quartz, this actually is my reference time quartz watch. Now, what's so amazing about the 9F movement? Invented and brought about in 1993, Grand Seiko wanted to solve a problem with cheap quartz watches. So the problem with cheap quartz watches and quartz movements is they're not designed to last very long, and they can't carry the very heavy or high quality, thick minutes, seconds, hands of the Grand Seiko. So in order to solve this problem, they actually invented a backlash system or some torque driving system where it is able to drive this seconds hands, which is about 3 times heavier than normal seconds hands. If you look at normal quartz watches, you will see that the second hands are always very thin, and they have a bit of this backlash that happens. So this also have that technology that allows the movement to have that tick that is solid, that hits every point at every time without any backlash. I mean, what else is there going to say about this movement? I have a full review of this watch, which I talk about the movement. You can click up here to go to that. But basically, let's talk about the technology in this 90th movement. A thermal compensated quartz movement, quartz crystal, which is lab grown by Grand Seiko themselves. I mean, this is a full in-house movement. You got 10 seconds deviation in a year, and it's also wonderfully, beautifully finished, just like a mechanical watch. And best of all, you can actually change the battery yourself as well. And it is a sealed movement. So the thing about the sealed movement is you don't mess up the quartz movement when you change the battery. You don't have to worry about it. And some say, I'm not sure, some YouTubers say this, and some people say, I can't find it anywhere in Grand Seiko website, is that you do not need to service this movement for about 50 years. I think it's a bit far-fetched, but if any of you know anything about this and have any reference on this, please put in the comments below, because 50 years without servicing is pretty amazing. But come on, even if it goes for 20 years without servicing, that's already amazing by itself, okay? You just got to change the battery. And the battery lasts pretty long as well, 3 years. So it's a kind of watch that you really have to not bother about it. You can just slap it on, put it on. And sometimes, when you have a mechanical watch, this will be my reference time. 10 seconds deviation a year. I mean, plus minus 10 seconds a year. Now that is absolutely amazing. And of course, let's not forget, it helps that it has the date and the day as well. So before we continue with our video, I'd like to ask for your support to subscribe to our channel, as we realize that only 1% of the people enjoying and watching our videos are subscribed. Thank you very much, and let us continue with the video right now. Now the fourth reason you should pick this over the Rolex Explorer is safety. I think safety is something that concerns a lot of people, because you are worried about being mugged, that someone might notice the Rolex on your hand and mug you, or worse still, in some cases, attack you for your watch, which is very, very dangerous. People originally buy a Rolex Explorer, they wear a Rolex Explorer because they don't want to be recognized. If they want to be recognized, they probably wear a two-tone day-date, wear watches which are a bit more blingy. But you know what? The ones that catch attention today are simple ones like the Rolex Explorer. And this is much, much better because it is under the radar. No one's going to know it. You don't have that fear of being mugged. You can wear it on your holidays. You can wear it going to London. You can wear it going to Singapore, to Australia, to Japan, to any place in America. And it's something you don't have to worry about. Safety. And the last and final reason why I would pick this over the Rolex Explorer is the value and availability of this watch. The Rolex Explorer used to be a very easy watch to get from Rolex 80s. A couple of years ago, we're talking about probably in the 90s, year 2000s, and even year 2010, before the COVID pandemic. You could go to a 80, you can pick up a Rolex Explorer. It's a fairly common watch. They have plenty of them. They're like the Datejust series, but simple, black, and go anywhere, do anything watch. But today, let's look at the value and availability. If you want to get a pre-owned Rolex Explorer at the time of this recording, let's say the 114270 model, you're going to be paying a premium over it. You're going to pay a lot of money. You're going to pay like, what, $6,000 for it? At least $6,000 to $8,000 for a much older watch. And you want to get one from the 80 today, well, good luck with that. You have to go to the 80, buy some other watches, build a relationship with a Rolex boutique, and maybe, just maybe, they'll call you for a Rolex Explorer, okay? Just maybe they'll call you. I don't know, okay? And you don't have to pretend to join an imaginary waitlist, okay? You don't have to join an imaginary waitlist. You can go up to Grand Seiko and pick this up right now. And these watches go for amazing values. In the pre-owned market, you can probably get them for less than $2,000. And if you get them brand new, $2,000 to $3,000, you're going to get a fantastic watch like this. And you don't have to pay a premium over it. You don't have to compromise your values to the AD or to anyone for that matter, and play the game that Rolex is unfortunately now known for, to get a Rolex Explorer. You can pick this one up instead. So tell me what you think. Do you have any other reasons that you would pick this Grand Seiko Quartz over the Rolex Explorer? Or maybe you disagree with me and you think that the Rolex Explorer is still better? Do comment at the comments below and tell me your reasons, your 5 reasons why you would pick the Rolex Explorer over this, or why you would pick this Grand Seiko over the Rolex Explorer. Thank you very much for watching, and if you've watched all the way to this video, Thank you very much for your support. If you could really help the channel by liking and subscribing to our channel, it will help us to create more content like this. And of course, if you're looking for pre-owned watches, do head to our website, TwoSecondsWatch.com. We have a curated list of pre-owned watches that we love. And also you can get some fantastic deals on straps, watch straps, NATO straps, leather straps. Some of our very popular leather straps are on sale as well. Do check them out, TwoSecondsWatch.com. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a great week. Have a great day.